As promised, here is the Kenan Yildiz upgrade and review. If you guys watched the Desai upgrade and review, you would have seen and heard that I promised that this will be the next video that we'll post. So here it is. I know a lot of people have been requesting it. And guys, I am seeing the comments. Just forgive me if I'm not responding to all of them. I'm just trying to focus on grinding out as much content as possible. But believe me, I am responding to as many as I can. And I'm definitely reading all the comments. So yeah, if you guys do feel like you want to have your opinion heard, make sure you leave a comment. I do read them, I promise you. Anyway, we're having some network issues here as per usual. So let's try that again. And obviously with Kenan Yildiz, the goal is to get 6 100 stats and the strength to 81. You guys have seen loads of these upgrades on TikTok, on YouTube. They're everywhere. So the idea is basically just to get all those 6 100 stats and the strength at 81. As soon as that strength goes over 81, it's done. It's done. It is a fumble. It is a certain fumble. And as you guys know, we've fumbled enough cards already, so we do not want to add to that ever-growing list. And we do need to pray that FTG give us the right stats. And so far, it is very much looking like that. As long as we keep getting these stats, it will be all right. We just need to keep avoiding the strength. That is really it, guys. Just avoid the strength. Obviously, we already took some hits on the strength, getting it up to 75 because we wanted to maximize the legendary coach. But you know what? So far, it is looking pretty good. I cannot complain. And as long as we keep going like this, we can't really fumble it. You guys can see that we're basically picking every stat that means that we don't have to pick strength or tackling. That's really as simple as it is, guys. There's not much more to it. There is one issue, which you guys can probably notice right now. It's the speed and the stamina. And you know what? That use of the coach just then that you guys saw, even though we went over the threshold, it may very well have put us on track. And fortunately here, we get the stats that we do want. So we are not far from completing this upgrade. And as you can see, that is absolutely perfect. I'm not going to complain about that. We get strength and we finally get a perfect card. A card that we're actually happy with. Obviously, we're playing Yildiz at Cam. Because that's what I want him to play. He's a shadow striker after all. So let's see what he can do for us. And our first game is against Sinners. Obviously, we're not having a great run of form at the time of recording the gameplay for this. A lot of you guys know, if you don't already, we record the gameplay and then the reaction separate. So if some of these, if my team looks different, my form looks different, the season's different, that is why. Because I usually upgrade the gameplay straight away, record the gameplay straight away. And then, yeah, we go on and do the reaction. Anyway, great tackle from him. And it's a good ball in from Gabriel, but unfortunately no one's there to get on the end of it. But while we're keeping some pressure on him, we need to maintain that and hopefully make it count. And as you can see, the football has just been phenomenal there. And we get ourselves a goal. You know what, guys? So far, this is going very well. Igor Thiago doing what he does best. Scores goals. And guys, again, this guy, Sinners, right? I've played him so many times and he is actually a good player. He is actually a very good player. So every time I play him, I do need to make sure that I'm locked in and Gabriel absolutely bags that one again. I hear people talk, why do you play centre-backs as wing-backs? It works, man. It works. It really does work. Anyway, he's on the attack. And can he get himself back in a good position? Yes, he can. Rafinha has won that header against Van de Ven and my flipping goalkeeper and Donnarumma. How that happens, I don't know. I don't know why the defenders don't contest it. I don't know why the passing's so cooked in the game. But into half-time, we go 2-1 up. Not amazing. He's got another attack. Obviously, this is straight off the back of kickoff. It's a lovely cut-in from him. And he's making us look a mug there, guys. Fortunately, Pogba gets a foot in there and we can now try play it out, and we do that very well, to be honest. And you know what? Look at that, man. We've just been taken out. That has to be a red card, and finally it is. You guys know, it never is that. Sometimes it should be a yellow and they give a red. Sometimes it should be a red, they give a yellow. Sometimes it shouldn't even be a foul and it's still a foul. It's just, yeah, it is what it is, man. It's just FTG. But as you guys can see, this game, we are really struggling. He's a man down. We've absolutely taken him out with Rudiger. And let's see what sort of card we get here. It is a yellow. Fortunately, I think that is actually the correct decision. We're going to make some substitutes here. We're going to bring on Varane. We're going to bring on Ronaldo for Ronaldo. And are we going to make any more substitutes? Yeah, we're going to bring on Haaland, move him over onto the right and Ronaldo onto the left. And is Gabriel going to stay on? I think he is. No, he's not. All right, Howson is on. Yeah, a bit of hype. We need to try get a set piece and take control of that. You guys know what I mean by that. Corner tactic, loading with those substitutes. And fortunately, Van der Ven gets on the end of that. But it is an awful clearance. And yeah, I don't know if De Jong was the right person to shoot with. I don't think he was. Okay, sorry, I was wondering what I was just doing there. And it was just, I forget. I don't know if I should add those little bits in, guys. Let me know. Thank goodness Donnarumma saves us there. Let me know if I should add those bits in. Like all the passes that the player makes, everything like that. Let me know if I should add those in or if I should just cut them out. At the end of the day, it is you guys who call the shots. And fortunately, Saliba wins the ball and he gets bodied by Mbappe. We try to take him out there and fortunately, Houghton is there to clean it up. Again, that's where the height matters, guys, for the crossing, all of that sort of stuff. Defensive, attacking, it matters a lot. And we get through there. Obviously, we didn't see too much from Yildiz. We didn't see too much at all. And we get a gold squad who is playing off the back of a loss. So hopefully we can add to that. And yeah, let's see what we can do, man. Let's see what we can do. We need to see more from Yildiz. We've barely seen anything from him. But admittedly, the previous game was a very, very cagey one. And the guys, Gabriel not winning that. Yildiz not winning that. We make a tackle, he's got the ball back, he's still got the ball back, he's still got the ball back, and he doesn't score. These gold squads, man, it is against these gold squads, so they just get this ridiculous jam where the ball just bounces back to them time and time again. It is honestly painful. Yildiz is having an absolute stinker so far. Should we be playing him at striker? I don't think so. At the end of the day, he is a shadow striker, and that's a foul. Oh, guys, it's painful against these gold squads. It really, really is painful. Donnarumma makes another brilliant save. But honestly, guys, I don't know how it is. I don't know how it is that these gold squads are more problematic than the max squads. I was speaking about this with a few other creators because a lot of people I always worry whenever I play against all special cards and all that. I do not. I do not. I really, the ones that concern me the most are the gold squads. It's just, I don't know what happens in the game, but unfortunately Yildiz wins that back. But it just seems to be so much more difficult. And we get so lucky there. Todibo buries it in his own goal. Lovely, lovely stuff. And Rudiger, we head that one back to Donnarumma and we're going to try build from the goalkeeper. We're going to take time here. We're not going to rush it and we're just going to try play some simple football. And you know what? That is just a sensational ball from Yildiz. And can we get a goal here? Yes, we can. And how? Why is that not a goal? Why is that not a goal? Do they know what advantage is? Guys, I'm confident that FTG do not watch football. Why would I not get the goal? Fortunately, Yildiz buries that penalty. Why would I not get the goal? Instead, I'm forced back to go and take the penalty. Like, if I'd have missed that, I would have been absolutely livid, man. I would have been so livid. Alvarez, he's just going for some optimistic shots, to be honest. He really is just going for some optimistic shots. Again, we will try to play out from the goalkeeper. It is just the style of DLS that I like to play. And what a ball from Thiago. What a ball indeed. And Ronaldo goes wide, and that is another goal. We're playing well, guys. We are playing very well. We haven't seen too much of Yildiz. I'm glad. I guess he got an assist in that sense. He assisted Todibo. But you know what? Finally, against the gold squad, we're not suffering too much. We got off to a dicey start, a very, very dicey start. But again, we are just playing good football here, and unfortunately, we couldn't make that turn in. But Yildiz, good move to McTominay, and unfortunately, we missed that shot as well. Painful, man, painful. Anyway, he's going to try to play out, so let's see what he can do. I don't know why Cole Palmer is playing that deep. I'm not sure where he's actually got Cole Palmer playing far out. Cole Palmer is what I almost said, far out. Yeah. I'm so glad that didn't go in. I'm so glad that didn't go in. I remember, honestly, when that was happening, I was like, no. Like, I'm recording this. I can't let people see this. I can't let people see this. But fortunately, FTG bless us with a little bit of luck against the gold squad as well, which is relatively unheard of. But that being said, again, we have got an own goal. And it was a good ball. It was a good ball. But look at the football, lads. This is what we call byline football. You play it around on that byline and then you cut it back in. And usually it results in a goal. And sometimes it results in a rage quit. So there we go. 4-0. Down the hatch he goes. And that is 2 L's back to back for him. So far, Yildiz, an assist and a goal. Not too bad. First one, obviously, barely any contributions in that first game. But it is what it is. It is what it is. At least he put in a performance in the second game, and a performance that we very much needed. But If that had have gone in, guys, I would have been absolutely fuming. Honestly, I feel like I have to make so many tackles. We got lucky there. We got very lucky. What I'm noticing about Yildiz so far is he drops quite deep, like the shadow striker that I do expect of him, and which is good because that's sort of what I want. I like a attacking mid who does drop deep, and we sold. We absolutely sold there, guys. That should have been a goal. It was well worked, and we did not get ourselves a goal from it due to just taking too much time. We took way too much time. But again, the football, guys, just this simple passing, hit the byline. Again, I think, in my opinion, the defender should be getting to that. The defender has to be getting to that. Again, I'll take the goal. I'm happy that I got the goal, but at the same time, when I concede goals like that, I'm just like, wow, why is my defence not doing anything? Why are they not doing anything? What a tackle that is from Van Dijk. And now we get a chance to mount an attack. Fortunately, we get a free kick from that. Otherwise, we would have been straight under the press. And we chip it over to Ronaldo. Dirty little tactic. But those tactics do work in a game like DLS. And unfortunately, we couldn't get Yildiz to bury it. Something, again, that I do like about this card is he's two-footed. You guys know how valuable two-footed players are in this game. Especially when they're playing at cam. Because usually, your cams are going to have to take shots from not so ideal positions, so having a two-footed player is so fundamental. Unlucky from Pogba. Again, another two-footed player, one of my favourite cards in this game. And honestly, one of my favourite players as well, man. One of my favourite players. I just feel like he could have been one of the GOATs, man. He had it. He had everything. He had the skill. He had the strength. He had the physicality. He turned up in big games. But it wasn't meant to be, man. I guess it wasn't meant to be, which is heartbreaking because I think he could have been, like, when we talk about the best midfielders, I really do think, hand on my heart, that Pogba could have been up there in that debate. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's that mentality thing. Maybe he got a bit unlucky. Obviously, the doping didn't help. But that being said, it's football. I'm sure the vast majority of them do it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And what that is just phenomenal play. And yeah, what a goal. What a goal. What a ball over the top that was. And guys, you know what? I thought this is the Kenan Yildiz upgrade and review. We're 3 games in, but it's Kenan Yildiz. You guys have been asking for this video for so long, so I thought, okay, you know what? Let's add in another game. Let's add in another game for Mr. Yildiz, and we'll see if we can actually go on and win the tier as well. Reversing a guy who we've played a lot. You guys would have seen him in previous episodes. A very good player, Kadavu. And yeah, man, he's going to be a tough game. But if we do win this game, we can go on and be champions of tier 1. So we do need to win this. We really do need to win this. It's the final roll of the dice, and hopefully we can go ahead and do that. Hopefully we can. And you know what? I don't know how Thiago's got that ball. It's a great ball from Yildiz, and it is a great finish from Thiago. I don't know how he's managed to get that, but he has, and I'm not going to complain about that one. I would though if it was my defence. Do you see the bias, guys? Do you see the bias? And there we go. I'm going to complain about it there. Why has Van Dijk not got to it? How is that a pen, guys? How is that a pen? I do not know how is that a penalty. Look at it. Look at it. It's a great tackle. I even put it in slow-mo so you guys could see it. And you know what? It's only right that we save that, because there is no way in the world that that is a pen. I don't know what FTG are doing with the game. I don't know why they're not fixing it. Complaining about, oh, people were using network jammers and people are hacking accounts. Fix the network first. Let's fix the network first, and then let's deal with those issues. Right, surely, man. Anyway, we get a cheap goal there. And it's a goal nonetheless. Again, you see the link up with Thiago and Ronaldo up front. It's just different stuff, guys. It's different stuff. I never thought I'd be dropping Haaland. As things stand, he is actually back in the squad, but it's purely different formation. And again, the guys had no opportunities so far. So obviously, him getting a kick-off goal, it's only right. It is only right, and my defence. Thank goodness Donnarumma. Thank goodness. What a game Donnarumma has had so far. Thank goodness for that. They've got to fix these mechanics, though, guys. They have to fix these mechanics. It is a shame that we haven't seen too much from Yildiz. It has mainly been the Igor, Thiago, and Ronaldo show. I absolutely wasted the opportunity from me again. We can't really afford to be doing those things when we're in contest for a title. We cannot afford to be doing that. It's a bad tackle there. And fortunately, we get away with it, but it's the worst ball from Rudiger. It is absolutely shocking. That is a yellow card for Van Dijk as well. And yeah, Donnarumma saves us again, man. I'm telling you, this is the best keeper I've used in DLS, easily. And keep in mind, I have a 96 rated Alisson. I've got Courtois. I've got Hugo Lloris, Vicario. I know they can't be in that debate, guys. I know they can't be in that debate. And Donnarumma, again, do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? He is just that. He is that player who just turns up. He does turn up. Again, like a lot of the goalkeepers in this game, of course, they're just going to have their moments, their games where it's just they just say absolutely nothing. But this game is not one of those. Donnarumma knows that this is a title fight, and he is here for it, man. He is absolutely here for it, making save after save, and unfortunately, we absolutely fumble it there with a woeful flick on. But we're going to bring on Varane, we're going to bring on Howson, bring on Haaland, Ronaldo for Ronaldo, and are we going to keep Yildiz on? No, we're going to bring Messi on, and we need one more goal here, otherwise... Yeah, otherwise I feel like he's going to get a goal soon. He's had so many opportunities. Donnarumma's pulled us out of the fire time and time again, so we do need a goal, and we have just missed it. Not great, is it, guys? Not great at all. But we have another attack. It's the 88th minute now, and we just need to really hold the ball here. Hold the ball in what might be a very undeserving win, but... I guess that's where it matters, guys, in a title fight. I guess that's where it matters. You have to win those games. The ones that you don't deserve are the ones you have to win. And Varane is absolutely on business there. And you know what, guys? We got a penalty out of that. Varane was on absolute biz, so we have to let him take it. And unfortunately, he doesn't bury it. As good as that run was, unfortunately, he does not bury it. I don't know why I've put it in slow motion there. I don't know, guys. I'm so sorry. I do not know. Fortunately, Pogba wins that. Can we get a decent ball in from Donnarumma? Yes, we can, but unfortunately, nothing comes of it. But we got another chance, and we went for a shot. I had to have a shot with Donnarumma. I felt rude not to. But what a performance he's had, man. Give him man of the match. Give him the man of the match performance. Kenan Yildiz so far, honestly, he is a very good card. He is a very good card, guys. At Cam, I think he's just... Yeah, again, guys, we barely got away with that. We barely got away with that. I feel like Donnarumma deserved man of the match. But yeah, Yildiz, he's a very good card. He is a very good card. I'm not going to say that he's not, because the two-footed aspect helps a lot. He's obviously 187 centimeters. You guys know how important height is in this game. And he is also quite agile on the ball, given his height. A lot of players aren't. There's only a few around that sort of height that I do think are actually quite agile. Obviously, one of them being champion Ronaldo. But this Kenan Yildiz card, he is sitting on the bench for me currently. I do use him as a substitute very often, and he is a very good player. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'll be very grateful, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.